Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up for a new video. Early Merry Christmas gift. I'm here with a Battlefield of Time guide. I know it's a long time since I last did one, but that's because I'm tilting a lot when I do Battlefield of Time. Well, nonetheless, I want to make a short video, a step-by-step guide on how this Battlefield of Time session this time works, and there's also a meta change when it comes to how you want to do it. So when it comes to what team we're bringing these three as a support with Akari, Min, Ayla. We're using the Book and the Plum. Now, what's interesting about this build is we're using the Sharp Perception Blessing, and this basically the entire build here guarantees us 100% crit rate. So we remove the RNG when it comes to the crit. But the things that are changing is we're running into it, Bloodlust and Desire, the two new blessing stones. There are a couple of things you need to know about these. So when you run into it, it works for the Battlefield of Time. So you need to invest 200 points into your intelligence for it to get the maximum gain. So you get your attack buff. Now when it comes to the build, 4-piece Warmonger, 4-piece Obsidian set. I explain why in a second. And then full blessing on Akari. Then you can run Holy Sylph on Min, and then Palace Sylph on Ayla. Alternatively, if you like a little bit of damage, you can also use a 4-piece Angel set, which I also recommend, because this is all for the burst for going for the fastest possible time. Then since we are going for 1% crit rate anyways, we get the Big Rock, and then Kaisel for damage and Serbi for the debuff. For the skills, I'm using Effulgence. This one we can stack 2 times, gives us a crit damage buff, and we're using Eiberg. These 2 skills are what we are gonna bring to the fight. And also importantly, for the QTE, we're bringing Overshadow, because this one we need in phase 1. For the chorus, standard classic, just Ice Mind Core for Jinwoo, and that's about it. As soon as we enter the Battlefield of Time, we wanna get to this guy here in the middle, okay? There are 2 people, 2 guys with the scythe, 2 with the sword, and then there's this guy in the middle, and then there are mages in the back. So what we want to do is we want to move to the middle guy and turn around. So we want him to be on Jinwoo's left side. Once we are here, we are going to cast Akari. And then we move back, because these guys start to attack and want to interrupt us. And the reason why we want to do this is because these scythe guys over here try to attack us. And when we are staying in the middle, Akari will block these scythe dudes from hitting us, and she will CC them. And what we are gonna do is we will use our basic attack, because we want to refill our mana. Now you ask, why did you even bring Desire if you are staying above 6% MP? The reason I will tell you in a bit. And then these 2 guys will start moving towards the middle. Our QTE is now ready. Before we use our QTE skill, we are gonna cast Ayla, and then we proc our QTE skill. Now there are 2 things, now 3 things can happen, but 2 things which you can work with. So either what will happen is, 1, after using the QTE, all of them are dead. This is more rare to happen, but this is also perfect because it saves you time. But usually that's not the case. There will be 1 or 2 of these mages alive. And after the Overshadow, you will dash and use Effulgence and then kill the rest off. So 1 Effulgence and you have phase 1 done, and then there is only the second boss here. Now, after this hit, if not all of them are dead, you restart. Now what you're gonna do next is you just dash in front, and you wanna kill the mid-boss. So either the mid-boss dies to the Effulgence immediately, there's like a 50-50 sometimes, or he has like a little bit of health left, so you spam a little bit of your basic attack, but it also helps you to recover a little bit of your MP. Now, once we get to Eiberg, as soon as this fight starts, we want to turn around to the left. Right here, we want to turn around to the left and then cast the Book, because this is where Eiberg will end up being. Now we want to cast the Book, and then also we activate, we will toggle the boss, and then we also activate our Shadow Army. Now we have the Shadow Army activated, and we're casting our Book, and the Shadow Step is also available at this point in time. Now we wait to connect the Grim to the Eiberg, and then we shadow step and cast min. So now we're landing all the debuffs to the boss. We're doing one dash. I don't know why the video material is scuffed with VLC player. Might have to change that with a... Go back to the other one. It's annoying. Sorry, guys. Now, here is the important part. Now, after we are using min, we want to dash and use our iceberg. The reason why I said you need to recover a little bit of your mana is because you can see here I'm at 745 out of 1022 mana. And the reason why we're looking at our mana is because of how Obsidian set works and how Desire works. Okay, this is now important to know. The thing with Obsidian is, as long as you are above 60% MP, you will trigger the Obsidian set. And when it comes to the new blessing Desire is, as long as by the activation you drop below the 60% MP threshold, you will activate Desire. What that means is, when you're staying above 60% MP, and we're gonna use Iceberg now, so we're at 745 right now, right? And we're gonna use Iceberg. That means currently we're above 60% MP, and we will still have the Obsidian buff for that skill. Now, once we use Obsidian, what you can see here is attack increase. Now, because we activated the skill and dropped below 60% MP, is now we activated Desire to get the 24% attack buff. But we still got the Obsidian buff because we were above 60% before we activated the skill. Now for the Desire one, Desire Blessing Stone, it is after activation the buff trigger. So you do not have to be below 60%, but you can be above 60%, and then you, after the activation, when you drop below, you get the effect. So this is how you can combine Obsidian and Desire together to get the most DPS output. And now, since we are at 100% crit rate, we're gonna crit all our attacks, boom boom, and we drop him below to 0%. That's basically how the entire strat works. This is how Eiberg dies. One iceberg hit combined with your shadow army. There's a little bit of randomness, and if he's like a little bit of half-life, you just spam your basic attack at this point and you are good to go. This sums up the entire Battlefield of Time strategy for Season 6, I believe it is. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And see you with the next one. Deuces.